This video is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Technique Tuesday here with my man, Sweet T. And we're gonna be talking about one of the biggest fights of all time. Not just the fight.
Also the fighters.
The fighters.
Are the biggest of all time. But more specifically, there's been a lot of footage floating around of these guys training together. And we're gonna talk about why that is actually a bad thing for one of those guys.
Let's get into the breakdown. What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? This video is sponsored by DraftKings. This weekend, we're gonna have one of the biggest heavyweight bouts ever with some of the hardest hitting mamma jammas on the planet. Fists will fly, which is great for you because new DraftKings Sportsbook customers can bet $1 to win $100 in free bets if either fighter lands a punch. That's all it takes. This is the heavyweight title fight scheduled for 5 rounds, and there's no way that it's gonna go the distance without one punch being landed. So bet $1 on this no-brainer and win $100 in free bets. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, and best of all, you can deposit or withdraw your cash whenever you want. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code Wonderboy, throw down $1 on this UFC 270 main event, and win $100 in free bets if Ngannou or Gane lands a punch. That's code Wonderboy this Saturday at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC. So there's some footage going around with Francis Ngannou and Cyril Gane sparring together when they were teammates back in the day, I believe in France.
Yep. Everybody knows that sparring can go a few different ways inside the gym. Here at Team Pitch Black, we don't spar hard, really ever. We work to the body, we work to the legs pretty frequently, but never really am I swinging haymakers trying to knock out my sparring partners, which is the main way Francis Ngannou fights.
Matchup with Ngannou!
Now, the real question is Gane gonna have that false sense of security going out there leading up to this fight? If you noticed in the video, Francis Ngannou was kind of walking forward, kind of using his pressure, and you saw Gane just kind of piece him up, hitting and moving, circling, throwing his kicks whenever. But when you go back and you watch Francis Ngannou really fight, it's a completely different guy.
Like WB was saying, Ngannou was plodding forward. You saw that he knew that this is only training. I'm tired. I don't really need to overexert myself because it is just training. I'm plodding forward. I'm sticking my arms out. I'm working some stuff here and there. But it was really Gane who was on his toes, training the way that he fights. Now, with that being said, you do want to train how you're going to fight. But when your arsenal, when your main tool is your vicious KO power, you're probably not going to want to knock out every single sparring partner that you have. So Ngannou is sort of forced to reserve that for actual competition itself, and also bag work and mitt work. But when you're actually working with teammates, your goal is to not knock them out. At least it should be.
Now, is Cyril Gane going to go into this fight thinking that it's going to be easy? He's thinking that it's going to be like it is in the sparring session, how he's just piecing them up. Is he going to just plod forward? I don't think so. Cyril Gane is a very intelligent guy. I think he's going to go out there and know that he's got the power, the speed, the technique to go out there and try and hurt him. So I don't think he's going to go out there and have that false sense of security. I know a lot of people can. I know that's what people are thinking, but I don't think so at all.
I really doubt that Gane is going to go in there thinking that it's going to be just like one of their sparring sessions. Like you said, Ngannou is a completely different fighter. We saw that versus Stipe. Takedown defense was strong. He was patient, more straight punches. But there is one thing that does concern me with what we saw in that second Stipe fight with Francis Ngannou.
And what is that, Sweet T?
His tendency to bite on feints.
Yes! And finding somebody like Gane who's got the accuracy, who's got the speed to react to those feints, to make him pay for it, to take advantage of that, it's Cyril Gane, man. And not only does he have good striking, Francis Ngannou is facing a guy who's got one of the best, probably striking movement in the UFC, especially at heavyweight, but he's also got the ground game. He's got some submissions under his belt. He's got some heel hooks. He knows where he's at on the ground. He's a very good, well-rounded fighter, and that's what Francis Ngannou's got to think about stepping out there. Yes, he's got the striking. He knows he's got the striking, but how good is that game, that ground game, improved since last time they sparred?
So is this going to be strictly a stand-up fight? If so, my cards are leaning more towards Gane in that regard. But there's always the case of Ngannou landing that one shot, landing the nuclear KO blow, the one thing that can put you to sleep. And when he gets those big arms moving, it is an absolute possibility. And the question is, can Gane weather that storm and become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world?
I think Gane is counting on that. I think he's counting on that pressure, counting on Ngannou to go out there and swing for the fences, because that's prime time. Now, we all know that Gane's got great timing, correct? Not with his hands, but how well is it with his wrestling? I think he's going to wait for Gane to come in, blitz him with that right hand like he did against Rosenstruck and knock him out. And you're going to see Gane change that level and going for that takedown, at least getting guessing. If he doesn't get him down, that's okay, but he's got Francis guessing. Now he's got him biting on the takedown, right? Not just the takedown, but his feints with his hands. So now Ngannou doesn't know where the fight's going to go, right? So I think that's going to play in Gane's favor. Yeah, he may go out there and not knock out Francis Ngannou, but I think he can outpoint him. I think he can outsmart Francis Ngannou and become the undisputed heavyweight champ of the world.
I would have to agree with you, WB. Ngannou is a scary man. Ngannou brings power and physique. His game has become more well-rounded in recent memory than when he first started out. But is that going to be enough to stifle the striking artist of Cyril Gane? We're going to find out this weekend at UFC 270. Guys, this is going to be a huge fight. I'm excited for it. I'm pumped. I mean, that's all I can say.
I'm pumped too, man. Type in the comments below who you think's going to pull out the W this weekend against these two heavyweight striking specialists. Sweet T, who you got?
I'm taking Ngannou.
I'm taking Gane, baby. I think his quickness, his speed, his intelligence is going to outwork him. That's who I'm going for.
I think Ngannou has a point to prove. I think he needs to show everybody that he is worth the money that he is asking for. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. And I think that he recognizes that people are giving Gane the love. They're counting out his technicality. And I think that's going to lead to Ngannou getting the W.
I got you. I got your love right here, Gane. I got you, my friend.
Especially since me and Ngannou look almost identical in terms of physique and body figure.
Not with the shirt on. You take it off, then I can see it.
I got to,
flex the trap.
Strong with him. Stay strong with him.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me and Sweet T for this breakdown of this fight coming up this weekend, UFC 270. By the way, if you're in Charleston, South Carolina, come hang out with us this weekend. Where, Sweet T?
Charleston Sports Pub.
Woo! Peace!
I'm not even really flexing that hard. So.